Here we go. Oh, bless me. Okay, that kind of works, I guess, for music. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about spoilers, non-spoilers. I'll start with the non-spoilers. Okay, so for the FNaF 2 film, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I liked it, but as a fan, was it good? Yes. Was it enjoyable? Yes. Is there issues? Yes. And that's what I'm gonna get into. So, starting off, say I don't know how to start off this thing, so let me make sure I'm turning it down a little bit more. Okay. Anyway, where was I? How do we even start? I went to see it last night, and honestly, it was a great experience. There was someone there at the films. They had a Springtrap mask on. I didn't get a photo of them, but like, yeah, it was sick. Not a full cosplay. They just had a mask on that looks like it was custom made, and yeah, it was cool. I did like the film, as I said. I'm not gonna spoil it, honestly. I'd say that I love the start of the film and all of the William Afton scenes in particular. I thought they were all heavily good. Like, I think Scott and all that did a great job with them scenes. I'd say the ending was... I liked it, but it was a bit... Like, I think, as a fan, I thought it was funny. Like, the ending was bad, but in a good way, if you know what I mean. Like, kind of like the Minecraft film. Like, it was bad, but in a good way. And that's how I feel about the ending of the film. Yeah. I'm trying my best there to say things without spoiling the film because I don't want. Yeah. I'll get into spoilers like in a small bit. Let me think. What else can I say without spoiling this? I thought. I'm not sure if this is a spoiler or not. So if it is, I'm sorry. I wish the Wizards got more screen time. In the film, I'll be honest, the Wizards don't have that much screen time. And I kind of wish they did. So that part kind of sucked, but not a complaint, I guess. Well, no, it is kind of a complaint, but not really. What else? I'd say the complaining part I have about this film as well was parts of the film felt rushed. It felt, and when I say rush, I mean the pacing. Can't stay them out. Alright, fair enough. Thanks for tuning in anyway. Parts of the film, but cool stream. Alright, thank you. Alright, so as I was saying, parts of the film felt too fast paced. Like the pacing was just off, and I knew with the cast for the film, like the amount of like animatronics this time, like I knew they wouldn't be able to balance it out between both the toys and the Wizards, which is fine. I get that. Completely get that. And but yeah, I wish they gave the Wizards a slightly bit more screen time. I guess non-spoiler talk, I think that's all I can really say. Okay, so it's now spoilers. If you've not seen the film, get the fuck out of here. Right. Okay, spoilers. I like the start of the film, seeing the murder of Charlotte by William Afton slash Spring Bonnie. I thought that was a cool scene. Finally getting to see that happen. Also the intro again, just like the first film, like the 8-bit intro again, I thought was just good. The music for it was dead cool and all that, and I like the art stuff, like the intro. Thought that was cool. So it kind of starts off with just Mike and Abby like settling in now after the events of the first film. Let me think. So I know I keep saying let me think. I'm just trying to recall what happened on the first, yeah, after I watched it last night. I'm just trying to think of like, yeah. And then yeah, Abby's doing engineering in her school, trying to like build robots and stuff. The teacher in this film is such a dick. Yo, the teacher in this film is actually a dickhead. Just telling Abby to give up pretty much on like her on like her dreams. It's like the man. And then obviously Mike sees that Abby is upset about not being able to find her friend, aka the FNaF ones. So he takes her. No, when okay, no. Here's how it goes. The same night, Mike goes out on a dinner date with Vanessa, which Vanessa in the film is still like shaken up after what happened after getting pretty much almost killed in the first film. They go out on a dinner date together, talking about the things that happened and stuff, having to move past. Mike giving her advice, but when Mike gets home, he realizes that Abby's gone, and then he sees a sign on the door saying "Gone to fix my friends," which means that Abby went to the first location, that dawn from the first film, just to see that they're not there. Abby obviously tries to apologize to Abby, and then Mike then gives her like goes to the prize kind to let her take something home. And then that this part was fucking hilarious. What was it? What happened? Yeah, Mike picks up a bootleg Freddy plush and then squeezes it, and then it does the meme where it goes, actually, I'll find the audio. Yeah, 1 second. Let me just pause the music. It does the no, not this. It's a different one. That's not either. Yeah, it does that, which I found which I thought was actually good and hilarious. Yeah. Anyways, hope you're having a good bye. Yeah, go on, you study then. Anyway, back to where I was. Yeah, and then obviously behind that, the prize counter is a Faz talker, which was the advertised thing of the film. And so yeah, she chooses that, takes it and tries to communicate with it, nothing, until the next night she gets woken up by it saying, "Abby, come find us," all that. So then she sneaks off on her bike, goes to the second location now, the one from the FNaF 2 location, and then goes in there. Toy Chica emerges from the curtains and then pretends to act like she was the original Chica from the FNaF 1 location, but obviously just being mind controlled. After that, so far I'd say the film was fine, though I do kind of wish that, actually no, I don't really know. Just so you know, I'm awful at explaining films and stuff. I'm awful at this. And anyway, let's carry on. So, yeah, so after this, she obviously also, Toy Chica does try to help out Abby with her school project, and I think the others do as well. Up to this point, we haven't seen Freddy or Bonnie yet. It's literally just Toy Chica as of now. And then the next day, Abby obviously goes home. I think she's getting ready for the science fair to show off her project, which she turns up. I forgot to mention, the teacher says to her not to turn up because she doesn't want her to get embarrassed by her projects, which, what does that mean? He's just being a dick, saying that her project sucks. From there, Abby then, yeah, obviously, as I said, she turns up, and then the teacher says, "Why are you here?" He tries to act nice, taking a thing to a stand, then he purposefully drops it, acting all innocent, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drop it, I'll give you an A," all that. She obviously runs off upset, and then goes to see Toy Chica, and then Toy Chica then says she can use her as a project for the fair, which obviously is kind of nice of her. And then they get a cab to the school again, and guess who it is? Corey Kenshin is back. They got Corey Kenshin back to be the cab driver, yet this time it's her and Chica in the back, and they show Chica now with the black eyes and without the beak, which, yeah, obviously she just dropped the beak in the car, which, yeah, puts it back on all innocently. So they get to the school fair. Everyone is amazed by the project of Chica, and the teacher storms off, pissed off. And then Chica says to Abby, "I want to see what's going on in his head." And then this is where it gets dark. Chica pretty much crushes the teacher's head. Yes. That's what happens. So up to now, I'd say there's nothing to complain about the film. I thought it was alright. It was obviously building up this suspense in a way, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's starting to build up. I did forget to mention though. I think before the science, I'll pause this for a minute. I think before the science fair, the paranormal investigators do go to the location, which they try to show off. Like, yeah, they're there to like search and all that, and try to do ghost hunting stuff. And then that's when we get introduced to the character of Michael, who like gives him a quick tour of the place, and then afterwards, a little bit into it, it starts to go a little bit questionable. One second, let me think. Okay, yeah, there's what happened. So then afterwards, the teacher then no. Yeah. So the actor of Lisa the character of Lisa, played by McKenna Grace, hears the puppet box go off, so she goes to investigate, sees it on the floor, and then, yeah, she turns it off for whatever dumb reason, and then the puppet slowly starts to emerge from the box, killing McKenna Grace's character. Not killing. It takes over McKenna Grace's character, showing now her having a puppet face. And then from there, yeah. And then, yeah, all the others start one by one get killed. Freddie Carter's character, Michael, then runs out saying, "Welcome back, Charlie." No, not Charlie, Charlotte, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying it like this. I might just talk about like different things that happened in the film. Yeah, instead I'll just say like key elements. I won't tell you the whole movie story. I'll just say key things that happened. So yeah, later on, Mike and Vanessa find out that Abby's been going to this location because of the fast talker. So Vanessa actually goes there to find Abby, and then McKenna Grace also slashed a puppet and trapped her in the building, and then Chica lures Abby to the office and then to type in a code to like let them out of the pizzeria, to let them be free. And then as this happens, we see Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie slowly start to walk into the office. And then they all say, "We're free, thank you, Abby." And then this is the part of the film where it starts to get more, it starts to get more interesting. So, yeah, Mike and Vanessa now both. No, Mike goes to the location to find Vanessa is tied up. So he frees Vanessa from the getting tied up, and then we hear Balloon Boys laugh, and then she starts to talk to Mike about what happened, like more this story, which understandably he's annoyed. And then this is the part when we see after the code is then typed and they're in the location, we see the wizard start to activate and wake up, and then he just has a full FNaF 2 segment. And to add to this, the most satisfying kill of Mike's is he rips off Balloon Boy's head, which I felt so happy seeing that because of how annoying he is during the film. I think we were all in a way happy about this. Let's be honest. Like, we were all excited to see that. And then, yeah, I'm turning on my sub count. And then from there, pretty much, it was just FNaF 2 gameplay, as I said, until obviously Mike starts to track the animatronics, which we all see at FazFest now, and like just now starting to cause havoc around town. We also heard Toy Freddy talk for the first time, aka voiced by Kellen Goff, which actually, yeah, that's I will now get into the voice actors. Listen, I'm sorry, right? I don't hate the Toy Freddy voice, but it could have been better. The voice for him could have been way better. It doesn't suit. It doesn't suit Toy Freddy. It sounds a lot like FNaF 1 Freddy's voice from FNaF AR. And it mixed in with Glam Rock Freddy, since it's voiced by Kellen Goff, who voiced Freddy in Security Breach and all that. Toy Bonnie's voice by MatPat I thought was... I'd say it was fine. I liked it. And that's weird for me to say because it sounded... not close or similar to, but a bit like the FNaF AR voice for Toy Bonnie, but like less annoying, and it kind of like suits him more. Point is, it doesn't sound like a chipmunk. It suits him more. And then Megan Fox's voice actually was fine. I had no issues with that. I thought Megan Fox's Toy Chica voice was fine. It reminded me of UCN. EENJJOOYY's voice. Mango didn't have one, unfortunately. And I guess you could say Puppet's voice actor was the actor of Charlotte in the film. So I guess that counts as a voice as well as, yeah, the actual actor. And so, yeah, from after the scenes at Fazos, we now see the toys attempt to kill the other people, the people in town. Which, from what I remember, I don't think they even get any like proper actual kills. All I remember is that they were attempting to kill. So Toy Freddy attempted to kill these two old couple, and then Toy Bonnie attempts to kill this girl's mum, and then Toy Chica does get the teacher kill, but then, from what I remember, I don't think Chica actually gets any other kills in the film. Mangle also attempted from the car scene. The car scene was sick. I thought the car scene was fucking goated. It's like a whole climatic like car, kind of like a road rage, but with Mangle on top of the car trying to kill Vanessa. And then there's a scene where like she's driving towards the old couple's house with Mangle still on top of the car, and then she like flings the car, and then Mangle goes flying through the window on top of Toy Freddy, which they both collapse. I think by this point Mike's like shut down their thingy system, so like they'll no longer be mind controlled by the puppet. I'll say this once, I'll say it again. I'm extremely sorry about me explaining this. I'm awful at explaining films. Yeah. And then after this, oh yeah, the wizards also then get deactivated whilst they're trying to hunt Mike down. So that happened, and that was the last time we saw the wizards, which was quite unfortunate. By the end of the film, the puppet's gone into Mike's house, possessing Abby, and then the toy animal. And then once, oh wait, I forgot to mention, we see Henry Emily in the film. Mike goes to Henry's house to talk about what happened with the murder of Charlotte, and he describes what happened, where it's like he thinks it wasn't an accident, and that he knows it was intentional, and he gives Mike a box. A music box, which he says will help like keep the puppet at bay. From there, so yeah, that's something I forgot to mention. So we're back to the present now. Mike plays the puppet box to get the puppet out of Abby, which it works for a brief moment until for whatever reason he stops it. Yeah, that's a bit of a dumb choice, but that's past the point. And then we see the toy animatronics start to head to Mike's house, and then it is like a whole in. They're pretty much getting in video, like Mangle's jumping through the window. Bonnie is pretty much at the front as well. Then Chica and Freddy both break in, and we see Michael Afton, aka Freddy Carter's character, now in here. Oh. Anyway, sorry about that, I'm back. Anyway, as I was explaining, so now they're on the house, Freddy Carter's character, aka Michael Afton, is now here. And now he says he wants to continue his father's legacy, aka William Afton's, which, okay, I guess. And then this is the part when like obviously Vanessa disagrees, and then he orders the animatronics to now, yeah, crush them and break their bones. This is the part of the film where it's literally together we are FNaF. So, the FNaF 1 animatronics come back to save them. Just think about that for a minute. They come back, break into the house as well, but to stop the toy animatronics. Like, they start dismantling them one by one. And then we see the Golden Freddy kid then say that they've all passed on to the other side as they broke down. As the FNaF 1 started to break down. And then Mike tells Vanessa to stay away from them. Just to keep away because she can't. He thinks she can't be trusted. And then Vanessa gets possessed by the puppet, and that's the end. Yeah, that's how it ends. And then here's the big spoiler. There's a post-credit scene, and they see Springtrap. These people trying to collect stuff for a horror attraction, presumably Fazbear's Fright. We get shown a teaser of Springtrap, and his eyes light up blue, and then that's just how it mainly ends. And then there's like a Henry speech in the credits. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I did like it's still better than the first film. I liked it a lot. I thought it was fine. It did better than the first film, but it still wasn't perfect. Which, in all honesty, no film is perfect. We all know that, and I never expected it to be perfect. But point was, as I said, it was a 7 out of 10. I liked it. I wish they did better with the Toy Freddy voice. I wish they evened out. I wish we got more Withered screen time um as well as William Afton screen time. Another thing to mention was here's another big spoiler. We saw Circus Baby in the film in a dream sequence with Vanessa. Yeah, that was also insane. Okay, well, I mean, that's all I've really got to say. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've covered most of the points. I'm not sure what else there is to say. Apparently, Darko, 8-Bit Ran and all that were in the film at FazFest, but I must have missed them.
Are you the kind of person who...
No. Let's pause. I still find it cool that Corey Kenshin was in the film again. It was nice to see him back as the taxi driver, yet this time he has to carry Abby and Chica to the science fair. Oh god. I'm probably going to end things here then. That's all I've got to say. I'll continue this another time. Maybe I'll talk more about it. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all another time.